Thank you for choosing the iSpring RCT 600. You have purchased one of iSpring's finest residential reverse osmosis water filtration systems. With proper installation and maintenance, this water filtration system will provide you with clean and refreshing drinking water for years to come. Please follow the instructions in the video for proper installation and filter replacement procedures. Before we begin, please make sure your water pressure is 50 psi or above. Otherwise, a booster pump is recommended. iSpring RCT 600 is designed for countertop use. Please ensure that the faucet connector has a standard thread. Please note that the filter does not work with pull-out and pull-down faucets, spray-style faucets, unconventional faucets, or faucets with on-off sensors. RCT 600 can be installed under the sink, but it will need additional parts to proceed. Please ensure all parts were included in the package and have all the tools ready for a standard installation. Step 1. Remove the aerator from the faucet. A wrench may be needed. Step 2. Ensure the seal washer is seated correctly. Install the 3-way feed water valve to the faucet and tighten it with a wrench. If the faucet is not standard sized, please use the included male adapter or all-purpose adapter instead. Step 3. Remove the nut from the inlet connector. Insert the nut through the red tubing and connect it to the inlet connector. Secure the tubing with the nut. Step 4. Remove the nut from the outlet connector. Insert the nut through the blue tubing and connect it to the outlet connector. Secure the tubing with the nut. Step 5. Insert the white tubing to the included suction disc and attach it to the sink sidewall for the wastewater drain. Installation is now complete. Pre-filter wash. Filters posted in front of the reverse osmosis membrane are called pre-filters. We recommend performing a pre-filter wash every time you install or replace the pre-filter on the RCT 600 to prolong the RO membrane service life and maximize the system performance. Step 1. Make sure the faucet is off and switch the valve to the horizontal position to release pressure from the system. Step 2. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to unscrew 2 screws on both sides of the system and unscrew 4 screws from the system's bottom to remove the metal cover. Step 3. Remove the locking clip and tubing from the outlet connector of the FPA C17 pre-filter. Step 4. Remove the locking clip and outlet tubing on the flow restrictor and insert the tubing to the pre-filter outlet. Step 5. Turn on the faucet. Water will begin to flow out of the wastewater drain. Let the water run for at least a minute to flush out loose carbon inside the filter. Step 6. Turn off the faucet. Remove the white tubing from the pre-filter outlet connector and reinstall it back to the flow restrictor. Reinstall the locking clip. Step 7. Reinstall the tubing connecting from the membrane housing cap to the pre-filter outlet connector. Reinstall the locking clip. Pre-filter wash is now complete. Step 8. Turn on the faucet. Switch the valve to the horizontal position to allow the water to process through the system. Make sure there is no leak from inside the system or from the feed water valve. Wastewater should begin to flow out of the white tubing. Filtered water will come out of the purified water port within a few minutes. Let the water run for 30 minutes to flush the membrane before consumption. Switch the valve to the vertical position or turn off the faucet when flushing is complete. Step 9. Reinstall the metal cover and screws. The reverse osmosis system is ready for use. Filter replacement. Each filter has its own service life. It is essential to replace filters on schedule to maintain the refreshing taste of water. Before we begin, please ensure you have all the tools ready and follow the instructions in the video for filter replacement procedures. Step 1. Make sure the faucet is off and switch the valve to the horizontal position to drain the water and release pressure from the system. Step 2. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to unscrew 2 screws on both sides of the system and unscrew 4 screws from the system's bottom to remove the metal cover. Step 3. Use a slotted head screwdriver to remove the fittings connected to the filter. Be prepared to catch water with a towel from the connectors. Remove and dispose of the exhausted filter. Step 4. Install the new filter to the clamp. Install the fittings back to the new filter. Filter replacement. RO membrane. To replace the reverse osmosis membrane after the metal cover is removed. Step 1. Remove the locking clip and tubing from the membrane cap. Step 2. Use the housing wrench included in the package to loosen the housing cap by turning it counterclockwise. Be prepared to catch water with a towel from the membrane housing. Step 3. Remove the membrane housing cap. Take out and dispose of the exhausted membrane using a screwdriver or pliers. Step 4. Unwrap and insert the membrane into the housing. Make sure the membrane is seated flush with the housing. Step 5. Check that the membrane housing O-ring and housing cap O-ring are correctly seated. Screw the cap clockwise back onto the housing. Use the housing wrench to tighten the cap with another quarter to half turn of the wrench. Do not over-tighten, as this can cause leaks and make future filter replacements difficult. Step 6. Connect the tubing back to the membrane housing cap and secure it with a locking clip. Step 7. Turn on the faucet and switch the valve to the horizontal position to allow water to process through the system. Make sure there is no leak from inside the system. Wipe off any water residue in the system and reinstall the metal cover. Filter replacement is now complete. Let the water run for 30 minutes to flush the new filters in the system every time you perform a filter change. Switch the valve to the vertical position or turn off the faucet when flushing is complete. Congratulations! Your iSpring reverse osmosis system installation is now complete. You can now enjoy clean and refreshing water from your home. Please refer to the user manual or contact us directly if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.